I just wanted to give a bit of a my take on the police and the policing style of what's going on here. And I think I'll start it by saying, to help give some context, because it doesn't seem believable. It's funny, just hard to grasp in our head that this sort of stuff goes on. But there's the mandates. We're all being told, it's not compulsory to take the vaccine, but if you don't take the vaccine, you're not going to have a life. And a lot of these people have lost their jobs, lost their homes. When I say these people, it's us, but the people that are visiting Canberra. And it's the same policing model I think we're seeing. You're free to be in Canberra, but if you're going to be in Canberra, we're going to give you hell. So there's like van loads of police that are just going around finding campers and harassing them to leave, finding some technicality of why they can't. The Cotter, yes, you can be down there with a permit, but then the website gives you problems and you can't get permits, and then you can get permits, and then went on my way down there last night to take some water and aerosol to people, bug spray. I passed an interstate car with probably 10 police officers surrounding a man or a person that was in that car. Just for those that haven't been to Canberra, the whole south side of Canberra at night, we have one police officer that patrols the south side of Canberra, from my understanding, what they tell me. 10 police officers. And so I went out to the Cotter. It's pretty much emptied out, the campground that's there. I was going down there to meet a man who I'd helped on his journey. He came up from Adelaide, was trying to go back, but he'd called and said, I'm headed to the Cotter. I'm camping here. If you wanted to come and down here. So I was doing that. I was from someone that said they were going to be there. They were not there. I drove out to Cooloola Farm, where they're saying people can be. I don't know the current status on that. Cooloola Farm used to be a retreat centre. It's not just a farm. I don't know if it currently is a retreat centre, but it was set up for that. I know that when I got there at about 9:30 at night, the people out there, some of these folks are just traumatized. They've been hounded, chased by police, tried to be driven out. When they went out initially to Cooloola Farm, the police had blocked the road at the gates there, were turning them away. One of the ladies I was talking to there was telling me how the 24-year-old that was on the gate has left because just traumatized. He's not allowed to let in other single males. So they're chasing off single males. Women, children, sick, families, refugees, because it's hard to grasp, isn't it, that we have political refugees basically in Australia, created by Australia. So people have come here to protest in the ACT. They've left their state of Western Australia. You can't get back into Western Australia. They won't let you back in. They can't go home. So they're homeless because the states left them, basically. They've blocked them. It's so hard to grasp that, right? You'd think that we were in some war zone overseas, but this is Australia. People are being denied their right to get back to their homes, where they've come from. So they're refugees. Now, I know there's court action in place to try to change that. There's a lot of talk around that. It's hard to know what's legit and what's not. Hopefully today some of that'll come out. But the wild card there is other courts just allowing refugees from other states, or is everybody allowed to be there? I was asking that last night at about 9:30 at night, and people I asked didn't know. But what everybody does know is the police are going out at nights, probably during the day too. I don't want to say nights for drama, but the police are roaming in squads, finding people who are camping and harassing them and driving them out of Canberra. Yes, you're allowed to be in Canberra, but if you're going to be in Canberra and you have, they're going to not give you an easy time, especially if you're trying to spend the night here. Now, if you're not with the camp, the protesting type, the freedom fighters, then there's people okay. I met a group of men that were here with Afghanis protesting the fact that their families aren't allowed to join them, and they are left alone. But the freedom fighters are not left alone. So I just am pretty disturbed by that. I didn't think I would ever see this sort of behaviour in Australia. So I just wanted to give a shout out. I don't really know what else I can do. I'm trying to be there for the campers as I have all the way through this. I'm not... well, I'm just there to love people and love God. And that's got me doing this. And today I'll do much of the same. If you're a mental health worker or somebody who has kindness and compassion, reach out to these folks. They are, many of them are just so traumatized. I drive out there. I've been doing this all the way through. I just let people talk. They just have a story and they need to get it out. And they just want to be heard. They're people that have no voice. They've had a voice at the protest, and that was a massive high. Now that's, the other side of that. A lot of people have gone home, which is fine. That has to happen, but a lot have stayed, and the ones that have stayed are on a massive low. They are fighting for their existence here, trying to find where to go. I believe there's still a lot of people down here, scattered pretty much on the ACT borders. They're, in Yass and Bungendore and places like that, out of reach of the ACT police, federal police. So, yeah, if you want to support people in some way, I think right now they just need love. They need to know they're heard. They need to know they matter. They need to know that people are standing with them. That they are supercharged with pain. And the police are, yeah. So as I say, it's not illegal to be in Canberra, but if you're going to be in Canberra as a protest freedom camper, they're going to harass you, harangue you, give you hell until it's just easier to leave.